Hey, you guys, come along with me on what is basically my annual trip to New York City. I pretty much come every single summer, and I've been doing it since a kid because my grandmother is from New York. This year, I stayed in the Knickerbocker Hotel, which was in Manhattan, of course. I love to stay in Times Square because it's just so much more convenient when you can just walk everywhere. This hotel was actually a five-star hotel. Such a beautiful property, okay? Like, it speaks for itself. As you can see, I'm doing the room tour here. I just love being in like a modern, clean space when I'm traveling. And this place, if y'all know New York City hotels, like normally I stay in 4 to 5 star hotels, whether it be a 4 star, 4.3, 4.5, 4.7. This is the largest hotel room I have ever stayed in New York City. Now, when I stayed at the Intercontinental, I feel like it was pretty big as well. But this one, I mean, look at this, like a whole suite, y'all. In love. Also, this hotel has like a very historic background. If you guys want to Google it and read up on it, I did a bit of research on it and I forgot a bit of what I read, but it definitely holds a lot of history. And here I am doing my little dance, but now let's get into it. So, on top of the hotel, they had this beautiful rooftop area. And apparently, this is where like the really rich and famous wealthy people come to watch the ball drop every year for New Year's. So, one of the workers was telling me that they spend like thousands of dollars, like $10,000 to come watch the ball drop, and there's like VIP access or whatever. I thought that was pretty insane, but you really do get the best view. And when you look at it on TV, you can't really tell that that the ball is located where it is, and it looks a lot bigger, I guess because they zoom in on it. But anyway, this is the ball, y'all. You can see it's lighting up different colors. So this is what you see if you've ever watched on TV the ball dropping in New York City. For New Year's, they do the countdown. But if you've ever gone in person, I guess you've seen this angle. I just thought it was really different. Like, it looks so much different than it does on TV. But anyway, yeah, this is it. This is the view. If you ever want to come to New York City and watch the ball drop, come stay at the Knickerbocker Hotel and spend upwards of $10,000 to see this. Yay! Anyway, now headed over to Margaritaville, which is in Times Square as well. They were like the only ones that I could find that had a happy hour that was like actual happy hour prices. So that's where I headed. They had these huge glass windows, and this is just what I'm capturing the view of from up there. Then that night went to dinner. Oof, hot mama, okay? The leather dress was giving. Went to a spot called Legacy in Manhattan, of course. This salad was divine. Love those radishes. They look like mini watermelons. So I did include a reel from my itinerary page, which is Itinerary Tea, on Instagram and TikTok. You guys, I have some other restaurants that I'm including in this video, but I'm not putting the reel in, okay? Y'all are going to have to go on over to my TikTok and my Instagram. Follow me. Don't forget to like and comment. And this is where I run my business, you guys. This is where I give all types of travel tips and tricks, and where I create customized domestic travel itineraries. So like I said, go on over there and follow, because for the remainder of the video, I have other reels for the restaurants, but I'm not including them, y'all. Y'all gotta go support me, okay? All right. Anyway, back here in Manhattan the next day, Times Square, had to get my favorite food, the halal lamb over rice. Here I am on the subway. Do you guys ride the subway when you come to New York City, or do you Uber, or do you just not go far enough and you just walk, or do you drive? I know a lot of people drive, which I find insane. Like, me, I'll drive around DC any day, but New York, baby, no. Anyway, headed on over to Brooklyn. I love these apartments with the fire escapes. It's just so nostalgic. I love the way the buildings are built. I'm kind of obsessed with I said agriculture, with architecture. So I just love looking at buildings and the design and stuff like that, old apartment buildings. Anyway, here's the Brooklyn Public Library, y'all. When I tell you if I lived in Brooklyn, I would be literally in there every day. Like, I love a good library, and this one is so big. I just know they have like every book in America in there. Love it. I thought that this painting was so cool in the Brooklyn Museum of Art, I believe it was. And then here is, I forgot what they're called, the Costs, something like that. Anywho, I'm just doing my little dance in front of them. I thought that that was a pretty cool exhibit that they had in there. However, these were the only ones that they had in the entire museum. So I didn't pay to get in because I don't know. I've been to 1,000 art museums and I didn't need to see another one. Anyway, the Eastern Parkway Brooklyn Museum stop is pictured. Here I am in the hotel. Now it's time for dinner. Headed on over to a secret restaurant. I told y'all I'm not revealing. You gotta go on over to Instagram or TikTok or both, and you will see the reel where I posted this beautiful restaurant. As you can see, the aesthetic and like the foliage, it was really giving rainforest vibes. Super, super pretty. And it was like kind of ducked off. So I feel like it was perfect for like a cute little date night. I took a picture in the bathroom. Here's more pictures of me sitting at the table. I mean, look at the pillows. Like, the aesthetic, the foliage, y'all. It was such a pretty place. Find it on my IG or TikTok. And then the next adventure was to take a boat ride. Okay, so as many times as I've been to New York City, I have never done the infamous boat ride where basically I believe it's like an hour and a half. You drive all around, you see the Hudson, all of the it's narrated by like a historian, so you see and you learn about all of the different like buildings and history and a bunch of different stuff. It's great for someone who loves history like myself and also loves the water and also loves sightseeing. So it starts around dusk. You can kind of catch the sunset, and then it goes into the night, and it's just super pretty at this time. But then also once it gets dark out and you just have all the lights on the water. And I finally got to see for the first time the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island. And if you guys didn't know, my family did come through Ellis Island and then go ahead and move into New York, Harlem to be particular, and then Brooklyn. So my grandmother was born in Harlem, raised in Brooklyn. Her family, her mother came from Guyana, although she was 100% Indian. She was like a sharecropper, I believe, in Guyana, her and her family. And then her father came from Barbados. We actually were able to pull their records. My grandmother went back and found her mother's name and all the information. And I recently gathered my great grandmother's passport from my grandmother's house. And I was able to see all the stamps and like the ports that she went through. So that was just really cool. All right, back to the video. Super great shot of the Statue of Liberty. I just thought this was so cool. I'm definitely going to go back maybe next year and do it during the day and go to Ellis Island myself just because I want to get that actual experience and I want to see if I can pull my great grandmother's records as well. So yeah, super, super pretty. Highly recommend you guys do this boat tour if you're ever in New York City. Unfortunately, it did rain pretty much the entire boat ride, but I was still able to be the trooper, the traveling trooper that I am, and go out there and get the footage. But yeah, it's super cute for a date night or like a bachelorette party, family vibes, whatever. Back down here in the subway. Y'all, this is just a really convenient mode of transportation. It's literally like 2 something, and now they have this system where you don't have to use the smart card. You can just tap your credit card and pay. So it's lit. Back down in Times Square after the boat ride. It was like such a wet, rainy night, and I just wanted to get food and then go to sleep. So I stopped and got some pizza. Of course, you got to get yourself a slice of pizza from the street when you're in New York. And then also my favorite ice cream. So I like to get the vanilla soft serve, dipped in cherry glaze, and then rolled in the peanuts. It's super, super good, y'all. Gotta try it if you're ever in Manhattan. And this is the final product. He dips it into the cherry like glaze, frosting, whatever. And then he rolls it into the peanuts. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bow. There it is. Amazing. Decided to take a nice hot bath, y'all. Don't you know that nasty feeling where you're like, it's humid, but you're also chilly, but it's also wet and kind of cold? It just makes you want to just wash everything off and just start all over. So that's what I did. Took a nice warm bubble bath. Then that was the end of that night. The next day, headed on over to a brunch. So once again, you guys, like I said, I did not include the reels to every restaurant and all of the footage because I really do want to promote my business. So go on over to Itinerary T and figure out which restaurant I was at here. But it was a really cute spot. My outfit was also pretty cute, and did brunch there. And yeah, that was that. Cute little outfit vibes. This mirror was everything too in the hotel. And here's the food from that spot. Turkey, bacon, avocado. It was actually really good. Had the bottomless mimosas. Here's a picture. See the background? Y'all are going to want to go there. You better go check it out on IG or TikTok so you can find out where. All right, then ended up checking out Sunday morning. This is the hotel, the upstairs. This is like downstairs where you check in. This was like a little pastry coffee shop. There was so much to it, but I tried to capture a few bits of it before I checked out. And then after checking out, pouring down, raining, but I decided I wanted to go to Little Italy. So I love a good Chinatown or a Little Italy in whatever city I'm in. I had the burrata, arugula, and prosciutto salad with strawberries with balsamic on top. It was really good. And then I think this was just like pasta and bolognese sauce. And of course, you got to have your drinks. Of course, the appetizer or starter is fresh bread and olive oil. Little Italy footage, such a cute little spot, such a cute little vibe. And I definitely did enjoy exploring this area. There's so many great restaurants. I can't even give you just one to try. Just go and check them all out. I had to have my favorite espresso martini. That one was really good in particular. I should have bought this shirt, although I'm not half Italian. It was like super cute. So yeah. Anywho, here's my little cute booty saying bye-bye, Little Italy. And yeah. That was that. Here's a few glimpses of Chinatown. And there I am. Hey, girl. Headed back to the station. Here is a little plaque that kind of gives some info about the Knickerbocker Hotel. And here I am. Back on the train I go. And yeah, that was about it for the New York City vlog, you guys. Super quick. Yeah, see you guys in the next travel video. Bye.